Well, I hope you've enjoyed spending your wee hours with Bela Lugosi and me, Lord Damien MacDonovan. One would think that with his reputation for playing creatures of the night like myself, he wouldn't be much of a morning person. Oh, pardon my accent. Irish coffee. Now that we've started our morning, it's about time we got to the most important meal of the day, don't you think? Let's sink our teeth into the father of the modern zombie flick, a controversial piece of cinema filmed right here in Pennsylvania. George Romero's 1968 classic, Night of the Living Dead. At 9 a.m., welcome back, boils and ghouls. It's your haunting host again, Lord Damien MacDonovan. If you take notice, the creatures throughout the previous film are not referred to as zombies, as the term was still associated with films like White Zombie. Instead, the flesh-eating undead, here covered in chocolate syrup for blood and munching away on roast hams disguised as body parts, are referred to as ghouls. This is more in line with the traditional ghoul mythology that dates back to ancient Arabia and is included somewhat in the works of H.P. Lovecraft. Night of the Living Dead would become the cornerstone of the house that George built, if the cornerstone was owned by everyone in town. While this film is in public domain, Romero seized on its popularity and developed 5 sequels over the next 40 years. These then also inspired other knockoffs from Romero's original writing partner, John Russo, in the form of the Return of the Living Dead series. That series, more graphic and played for gruesome laughs, is where we get the idea of zombies stumbling around crying for brains. In fact, Tarman would probably enjoy our next feature, since it keeps coming back for more. For the second time on our RCN TV Halloween movie marathon, here is The Brain That Wouldn't Die. Dear me. My apologies. I'm not used to being up this time of day. Well, I suppose we can continue our theme of an All Hallows feast with more leftovers from last night. Returning to our lineup is Vincent Price, who is having trouble with his 4th wife and seems to think that throwing a party with complete strangers in a murder house will help them out. He was made of... Anyway, I don't know anyone that's ever worked for, but here again to serve up some chills for our lunch hour is 1959's House on Haunted Hill. Look, William Castle's Frosty the Snowman. Welcome back, fiends. I hope you've enjoyed the lunch party. Oh, don't mind this. You're all perfectly safe. I'm not actually thirsty. Yet. And no, it's not alcoholic. I just needed something to keep me awake this late in the day. The cocktail Price mentioned sounded like it might do the trick. Ah, arsenic on the rocks. It's definitely got some bite to it. Well, I hope you folks are still hungry, because we've got more late afternoon feedings coming right up. Between House on Haunted Hill and Price teaming up with Roger Corman to film their series based on the works of Edgar Allan Poe, Corman rushed out our next low-budget feature. Coming back for seconds on RCN TV's Halloween movie marathon is Audrey Jr., who chews up the scenery and the actors. Feast your eyes, glut your soul. This is 1960's The Little Shop of Horrors. Oh, you're back. Sorry, I decided to go with my earlier idea of loading my entire occult library onto a tablet device. And I got distracted by this weird game. So now, apparently, I'm using Audrey Jr. and other flora to fend off hordes of the undead. Oh, they got me. Blasted zombies. There was just one body too many. And despite what you might be thinking, that's not our next movie. However, it does star Bela Lugosi. It would become known as his final film role, despite not being in it much, and what there is of him is basically stock footage for a different project. In it, Lugosi plays a poor old man who has just lost his wife and subsequently dies of heartbreak. Afterwards, he, his wife, and the Beast of Yucca Flats are raised from the dead by aliens in an attempt to warn Earth against creating a doomsday device. Probably Ed Wood's most infamous film, 1959's Plan 9 from Outer Space, was labeled as the worst movie ever made. I, however, believe that whoever labeled this as such has very low standards for what they consider a bad movie. So, let's take a look at these pre-recorded future events, which will affect you in the future by us playing them in the future. Oh, you like my tablet cover? It's Necronomicon edition. Look, I have Facebook. No, really, I have Facebook. Look me up. Oh, there. That wasn't so bad, now was it? It was, but it has a 66% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Modern critics even say it's too amusing to be terrible. Kind of a so bad it's awesome thing, I suppose. Oh, that didn't help at all, did it? Oh, I'm sorry, boils and ghouls. Let Damien make it up to you. Would you like some old school Lugosi to forget this horrible movie? Would that make you feel better? All right, stop your whining. 2 more episodes of Bela Lugosi's 1939 serial, The Phantom Creeps, coming right up, here on the RCN TV Halloween Movie Marathon. Sheesh, it's only Plan 9. It's not like it was a Tommy Wiseau film. There you go, my creepy kitties. Feeling better now? A double dose of Lugosi usually picks me up a bit too.
Happy birthday!
Oh, damn snowman! Even my Frosty detector gives me the willies. He must be getting closer. I imagine he's just taunting me now with this little thing. Halloween is nearly 2/3 of the way over, and then everyone will be all about his bloody holiday. If they aren't already. Must keep going. Must contain fiery rage and demonic bloodlust. Must go on with marathon. Well, continuing on with our double doses. Up next, we have 2 episodes of an anthology series created by Merwin Gerard, with stories based on reported events and represented as docudramas. It appeared on the small screen a full 8 months before the more highly regarded Twilight Zone. One Step Beyond often featured famous or soon-to-be famous celebrities in the stories of the macabre. The first of these 2 episodes features none other than Death Wish's Charles Bronson. Here is One Step Beyond.
Frosty the snowman was a jolly, happy soul.
Can't
With a corncob pipe
take
and a button nose and
much
2 eyes made
more
of gold.
of this.
Frosty the
Shut up!
snowman was
Shut
a
up!
fairy-
It is still Halloween! I'll not have that icy menace interfere with my holiday viewing. Him and that little button nose of his. Who puts a button nose on a snowman anyway? Carrot! That does it. We're going to take a break from our Halloween movie marathon here on RCN TV so that you can all watch some local football. In the meantime, I need myself a good hearty meal and round up my gear. But then, I, Lord Damien McDonovan, am going to finish this marathon. And no frosted flake of a happy-go-lucky Yuletide mascot is going to stop me. Don't go anywhere, creeps. We'll be right back after these teenage brutes kick around a skinned pig.